What can I say? Sometimes it's easier that way. And what can I do?
What can I say? Sometimes it's easier that way. Well, that it would be our theme music by Brandy Robinson. Yep, you can buy her album Beautiful Graffiti on Bandcamp.com or check her out on YouTube, Brandy Robinson Music. Support it. It's our deal. It is our deal. Anyway, so as promised in a previous episode of Playing Final Fantasy, Ian subjected us to had us watch the Dead or Alive movie from when was that made? 2006 or something. 2006? The one based on the video game, not the 1999 Takashi Miike crime film. Okay, well.
Excuse me, what?
There was another movie of the same name, Dead or Alive.
It was made by Takashi Miike, and it's about Yakuza people, and it has the most batshit ending I've ever seen in a movie.
This was
Even 12 monkeys?
What?
Even 12 monkeys?
Yes. Hey, do you want me to spoil the Takashi Miike Dead or Alive film real quick?
Sure.
So it's a film about a group of Yakuza, and it ends with them in a gunfight, and as they're dying, one pulls out a rocket launcher, one fires a Kamehameha, and when the rocket hits the Kamehameha, it blows up the Earth.
What?
Okay.
And our little organized crime mafia movie, Yakuza movie, it ends with one person pulling a rocket launcher out of hammer space, the other one shooting a Hadouken, and they blow up. It might just be Japan they blow up. I don't know if all of Earth gets blown up, but...
No.
The point is, big boom.
Yep.
Wow. This is ridiculous. Anyway, no, we were talking about Dead or Alive, the video game.
Movie.
The movie
Yes.
is based on the video game.
The one is based on both versions of the video game because this movie apparently decided to be half fighting movie, half beach volleyball.
Well, there was only one beach volleyball scene, but...
Yeah.
Yes, they of course had to put in the beach volleyball scene.
Because DOA kind of became the beach volleyball game.
Well, they're still releasing fighting game. Well, they are still really. They have. It's done that. I think they've done that sort of thing where they're releasing, DLC for the last one. I think they've gone up to Dead or Alive 5.
Something like
The
that.
point is,
And
I
it's
think
3 and 3.
the point is, I think the movie definitely, absolutely knew what it was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
It knew how ridiculous it was going to have to be.
I didn't know Dead or Alive was a fighting game until I met Caleb, so.
Yep.
I don't play fighting games.
It's the one that popularized jiggle physics.
Yep.
Yeah,
Extreme did.
Yes.
The volleyball, yeah.
And the very weird decision to cause the jiggle physics to apply to both chesticles independently. It's a very weird... Yeah.
It is. It is weird. I've played the first 2 games. The third one was technically never released for the US.
Boo.
Hey,
Boobs.
come on, let's get it here.
Yes, boo.
Boobs.
You can buy it. You just need a Asian account or to buy the physical disc
But
from Play Asia.
So what did everybody think of the movie?
Not the worst movie I've seen.
I thought it was pretty good, yeah.
I think it was...
As far as like video game movies go.
I think
Shut off your brain and watch.
There you go.
it was
exactly.
what it was
It
supposed
was
to
entertaining.
It was what it
Yes.
was supposed to be. A very good simulation of the game because the game is turn off your brain and enjoy. So
Yeah.
I definitely would fault no one if they said it was a guilty pleasure. And it fits into the guilt. It does fit into the guilty pleasure.
Nope, I have no guilt. I love the movie. I think the movie's great and I don't feel guilty about it at all.
the villain plot is just as ridiculous as the rest of the movie.
Oh, yeah. And Eric Roberts is just having a blast.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, am I the only one who felt that they were wishing they could get David Carradine?
Maybe.
He kind of felt like the kung fu guy.
He did have the same like attire as I can't remember the character's name from Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Kane.
Kane, thank you.
But yeah, the villain plot was, I'm going to use nanites. I think that they pumped into every fighter's bloodstream or whatever.
Well, yeah, because it was 2006. Everything was nanites.
To nanomachines, son.
Yep.
Anyway, to
Is that when Jason 10 came out?
it was around that time.
I
Anyway,
think so.
2000s was the new radiation, because in like the 60s and 70s everything was radiation that caused weird shit, and like the late 90s through 2010ish was nanites.
but villain's plot. We're gonna use these machines to study all of these fighters' techniques and all of their training, in order to program these special shades. Then you can put on these shades and skip all that training. You're just good at martial arts now. And
Spoilers.
and it's like he's not doing it to make him. He's not doing
How
it.
do you spoil a movie like that? Anyway, sorry.
He's not doing it to make himself super powered ultra martial artist. That's just a side effect of when he had to use them. No, his whole idea was to sell them to lazy idiots like us.
Well, he wouldn't have to use it. He was using the things to show off by fighting.
Well, yes.
Whatever.
Like I said,
Okay.
when he had to use it, as in when the main characters confronted him.
Well, the
Let me
first time.
qualify lazy bastards like us who happen to be horrifically wealthy.
Oh yeah, duh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only difference. We're lazy bastards, we just don't have the money
Yeah.
to afford that sort of thing. If you did, you'd be sure I'd be showing you all the ridiculous things around my house that I have. That's because,
Not because you need them, just because you want them.
and that would be my whole YouTube channel, and people would be watching that.
Yeah, probably.
Like, look at all this rich stuff that is I don't need, but yeah,
I had the money, so I bought
ratings.
Silent Hill is still my favorite video game movie.
Silent Hill is a good video game adaptation. Probably mine is Dead or Alive, just because it's just fun, and I just love the scene where Ryu Hazuki throws the acupuncture needles in the air.
Oh,
And
yeah.
fighting people and grabbing the needles as they're falling down and sticking them with people to paralyze them. Like that's just perfect. It's perfect. It is impossible to critique that scene. As a matter of fact, it's against the law to critique that scene.
That's probably the only scene I enjoy.
Ryo
Honestly, 'cause
Hayabusa?
how ridiculous it was.
You said like Ryo Hazuki. I thought it was Ryo Hayabusa.
Did I say Ryu Hazuki? Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah,
The guy from Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Who is in Dead or Alive. He's actually in the Dead or Alive fighting games.
Yeah.
Something ninjas.
It's like I don't want to ruin too much.
Okay,
Just
okay.
enjoy a lot of the
Doesn't even look
ridiculousness of it. And
The Doctor Who guy in that movie too?
yes,
Yeah.
he's one of the villains.
Sorry, there's on my
Thing for Morbius.
Yeah.
It's like a tale of a man who was cursed by being Jared Leto.
That is a curse.
But we'll
And what's
say
sad is Morbius is less of a bloodsucker than Leto himself.
yes. Anyway, Dead or Alive did have former pro wrestler Kevin Nash playing as a obvious parody of Hulk Hogan. He probably had a lot of fun doing that.
Probably. So I'm pretty sure Bass is a Hulk Hogan pastiche.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they didn't really do that many wrestling moves.
No, they didn't. That would be my one complaint about the movie, was that Kevin Nash didn't hit anybody with a jackknife powerbomb. Because as I've said over and over again, if you're gonna hire a professional wrestler for your movie, have him do one of his wrestling moves.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
Let them do the one.
Why does that girl look like she has a vertical pupil?
Because
Kind of does.
because they're going with Beast thing because I survived, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
It's just a stylized choice for that advertising.
So now comes the part of the review where we critique the screensaver on my TV.
which we get distracted by stuff.
Yes.
but
It's
any-
called every single one of us probably has ADD.
Yes.
But anyway,
But anytime we want to wrap up this review and go into the next discussion, we can. Just let me know.
I don't really have much else to say about Dead or Alive.
Oh,
I want to point out, on your wrestler person in
Yeah.
the movie thing, I honestly think it would be hilarious for fucking The Rock just do a fucking wrestling move on like Jack Black and that in the Jumanji movie.
Oh yeah.
I know
That
in
would
one
have been
of
fantastic.
I know in one of the Fast and Furious movies, The Rock hits the rock bottom on somebody.
Oh.
What?
I don't remember which one it was, because I made a comment and somebody on my letterbox says he hits the rock bottom in Fast and Furious 75, whichever the fuck
Yeah.
one it is. And
That's actually pretty cool.
John Cena needs to do the FU to somebody in this Peacekeeper thing.
the biggest problem with The Rock is that it's almost impossible to set up a play time when he could do the People's Elbow.
That is true. You would need a lot of contrivances, but I would be willing to do it.
Yeah.
I would figure it out.
You should. They should.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything about Dead or Alive.
Oh, I do want to mention, when it comes to video game movies, the only other one I've really ever seen, and I think it's okay, but I'm not sure if it's. I didn't play the games, so not sure how faithful a remake it was. Considering who created it, I highly doubt it was any sort of faithful remake.
This is a Nuve Bowl movie.
Yes,
Okay.
Resident Evil. The first.
I think the first Resident Evil series is Paul W.S. Anderson, isn't it?
I thought it was Uwe Boll. The first one.
I
The
think
one with Alice?
the one in the haunted, the one in the house with the laser beams.
Okay, yeah, that's one with Alice.
I'm pretty sure the Resident Evil movies have all been Paul W.S. Anderson.
Ah.
I don't know who made them. They're not really close to the video games, but they're kind of their own little universe. And
Yeah.
They kind of started
Yeah.
mixing in the video games and later ones. But they're good. I like them as movies.
Yeah, I've never.
I'm not a big fan, but it's just me. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna stand here. I'm not gonna die on the hill that they're bad movies.
So, to a Resident Evil movie, they remade Resident Evil movies.
Uh-huh.
There's a newest one out, and it was closely following 1 and 2.
Okay.
For a little bit of 3, because it was weird. They had a guy playing Leon. When I say he would have been a fucking better Carlos, he would have been a fucking better Carlos.
I know what one you're talking about. I cannot remember the name of it.
He looks like Carlos, he acts like Carlos, and he was fucking Leon. I was like, they really missed out here, because Carlos could have easily been in this fucking movie.
Alright, well, since we're on the topic, let's just drop it. What are some of the best video game adaptations for movies?
Sonic.
Sonic.
Oh,
Sonic.
again.
These new Sonic games.
Okay,
movies.
I'm gonna stand by this. Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The one
yeah.
from
Yes.
the 90s,
I
not
like
the new one.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
The only
Annihilation was
yeah, I don't think Annihilation was as bad as the reputation says. It's not a good movie.
No.
I'm not gonna say it's a good, but I don't think it's as bad as the reputation says.
Mortal Kombat movie was actually...
The first one was
stuck
yeah.
real. I love.
The
It's
thing,
stuck really close to
yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
the thing was, the guy who made it wanted to make it R-rated. The studio wouldn't let him make it R-rated. That's why the violence is kind of dulled
Well,
down
you
a
can only
bit.
get... He got with what he could, and I think he did
Yep.
pretty good.
And I think the remake's kind of ass.
It is.
Yeah.
Haven't
I haven't seen it.
What?
Well,
Haven't seen it yet.
It is ass.
yeah. Save
I was
yourself.
going to watch it,
Save the time.
They-
Just don't.
It's the Mortal Kombat is like the world's greatest fan fiction world, and because it's got like zombie ninjas, it's got police officers, it's
How
got
can you go wrong
cyborgs.
with zombie ninjas?
Well, the main character is some failed mixed martial artist. Yeah, it's just like he's
They,
the
they
most.
made an original person to relate to the fans. or
And by
whatever.
so apparently they think fans of Mortal Kombat are the most boring milquetoast losers in the world. 'Cause
Well,
he is boring.
They want to activate God mode and never lose because of like
So,
super armor.
One of the big things in the world is that their powers come from what they call Arcana.
Arcana.
So basically what happens is when you're chosen to be a representative, you get a magic power. Like Sonya shoots energy rings, Liu Kang throws fireballs, Kung Lao has a magic hat, which, fine. Cole's superpower is he gets battle armor. His chest and arms get like a steel
Coating.
sheet
Yeah.
on them. Like, so
He
your
just
super-
like tanks everything.
so your
like an idiot.
superpower is you get punched. That's a terrible superpower.
Jeez.
Jax's superpower was his monks gave him like little crappy robotic arms, and he uses Arcana to turn them into like super like kick-ass robot arms. Like you're Cole, you're literally just shittier than Jax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't. My favorite character wasn't in there, but fucking Johnny Cage's superpower just he
No, he was.
knows exactly how to punch you in the dick.
He was teased for the sequel that hopefully never comes out.
Yeah.
Because Cole was like, I'm gonna find the next guy, and he walks off and there's a poster for a Johnny Cage movie.
It's just lame. He's like one of the essential people to have.
But that's executive meddling for you. Cole was not the idea of any of the writers.
The main character should have been Liu Kang.
Yes.
Is he the main character always, though?
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's supposed
Yes.
to.
He's the main
one
character in most of the games too.
He was the one who was supposed to have won the first Mortal Kombat tournament. That we introduced.
Storyline wise, yes, he is supposed to be the main character.
Also, he's the fucking main character. He's Bruce Lee. I mean, totally not Bruce Lee, guys. He's not Bruce Lee at all.
He's fucking Bruce Lee.
He's fucking Bruce Lee.
He's legally not Bruce Lee.
There you go.
So talking about good video game adaptations, I think Silent Hill, the first one, was.
The second one was. I think the second one was better because the main character looked like the main character from the game.
See that stuff doesn't bother me. The second one kind of gets a little overly edgy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's based off the third game. Have you played the third game?
No.
It's overly.
Okay, then, there we go.
Yeah.
I like the
that
second
critique
one.
can go to both of them.
It's true, but really the first movie only has one scene where I'm like, okay, you guys are just pushing the boundary.
Is it the bar breaking
Yes,
scene?
it's the barbars.
The best.
I agree with that statement, honestly. Like, they didn't need it in there, but I'm not mad it's in there.
And, the first movie is very... Oh, sorry, Josh. The first movie is very restrained, and it feels like the first game where it's just quiet and dusty and, like, empty.
Mm-hmm.
And the second movie, Revelation, seems to, like, constantly be coming at you with shit.
It's Silent Hill 3.
Okay, I didn't know.
Silent Hill 3 literally just
I'm the only
comes at you with shit. You're that girl, and that's how you look in the game. And you just walk through, going into the fucking nightmare realm, dealing with shit that comes at you constantly.
The only Silent Hill game I've played was Silent Hill, and the first movie scared me because that whole desolence thing is much more effective to me than like constant.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat, but the second Silent Hill movie was really spot on. The third movie, honestly. I mean, they took some like whatever to make it a movie, but I mean.
So did we get 5 video game adaptations that were actually good? It's like that.
I don't know if animation counts. Well,
Animation counts. Fuck animation counts.
There is a Halo animation thing that is literally just stories of Spartans. In the
There
Halo
were
universe.
some pretty good animated Mortal
And
Kombat.
my god, it is fucking fantastic. It has funny ones, it has sad ones, mostly
I
sad
think the
ones.
most important thing is to me would be whether or not it was a fan creation or
No.
It's an official.
It's official.
movie.
Okay, then it counts.
Caleb,
My
I got a question to get back.
perhaps one of the best video game movies, Tron. They were sucked in a video game. What? It's a video game movie.
I mean,
You're
it
right,
has some arcade games.
but
in
it's
there.
not a video game adaptation.
That Halo movie that we always watched at Cody's that was animated and had that really sad guy who was a Marine who went into the experimental Spartan armor and died in it. That was official, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Because-
It was one of the first official Halo movies.
Yeah, there you go. It's
Okay,
official.
so we've got Sonic the Hedgehog, Dead or Alive,
Well,
Silent Hill, Mortal Kombat.
I haven't played any of the games, but I've been hearing that Uncharted stuck pretty close to the games.
I haven't seen the
That
movie.
Uncharted
would
was-
be hard. Uncharted, the game is basically a freaking movie.
I
Yeah.
kind of agree with Jeremy on that one.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You can stick to the movie or stick to the game and it sucked because the game might not adapt to screen very well.
Uncharted is so easy to adapt. It's literally a fucking movie.
Yeah, I heard that it's basically just a bunch of fancy set pieces strung together by a half-existent plot.
Dale kept saying they should do it. I keep saying they already have, trying to turn the Metal Gear Solid games into movies. It's like, that's how Hideo Kojima works his games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're already movies.
They tend to have a lot more and better gameplay than Uncharted, but they are basically movies.
Yeah. I mean, he should turn those into movies. Those would be really good movies, don't they?
Yeah, but honestly, you just remove the gameplay segments and put a few transitions in, and you'll between the cutscenes, you'll probably have a movie.
Oh yeah.
I bet somebody could supercut a Metal Gear movie from the games.
Almost certainly.
Oh yeah.
So
It would just have an
I
extremely
haven't
large
seen it
amount of
yet, but I'm
transitions.
gonna guess Dale. How's Injustice the movie?
Oh.
I have yet to watch the
You have
damn
yet to
thing.
watch it? Okay, I didn't know. I've heard people hated the Injustice movie.
Well, Well, the Injustice video game is based off of the comic.
Did the comic come first?
I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't sure if Injustice was. I wasn't sure if the
I don't know
comic
if it was called Injustice in the comics, but the evil Superman going evil.
The evil
because-
Superman thing's been done a million times.
Going
but
evil because Joker killed Lois Lane. I mean,
I didn't know it turned him evil. From what I read about the movie, he just went extreme.
he became a fascist.
Oh, okay.
what
Um,
he does in the video game, that's fucking evil. He kills a kid. Fuck you, you're evil.
I agree. But I wasn't
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
if the Injustice if the comic was an adaptation of the video game or the other way around. I thought the comic was an adaptation of the
That
video
always
game.
gets
but
confusing because anything that isn't a comic that they release will become a comic.
Right, but there is specifically an Injustice comic that is parallel with the game.
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure which is
what I
which.
think is going on is there was a comic string that they based Injustice off of Superman going evil and doing everything.
Yeah.
They made a game based off of that, and then they made a comic based off the game.
I mean, the whole Superman going evil thing came. A lot of that was even before all that. Throne of Atlantis and Flashpoint Paradox both had a lot of those elements in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, Superman going evil is just the only thing DC knows what to do with Superman anymore, honestly, and it's boring.
Yes.
Enough Superman being evil stories. They're played out.
Honestly, Superman staying on the straight and narrow is the more interesting thing.
Yeah, at this point, he's basically like the opposite of Drizzt.
I don't know. I really enjoyed the Russian Superman story.
See,
That wasn't evil.
I know.
and also the Russian Superman story is from like the 80s.
Oh.
Red Sun is an old comic.
I didn't know it was old comic.
But yeah,
I
I
kind of
mean,
enjoyed that. It wasn't evil, wasn't good. It was just.
I
Superman living.
liked Red Sun. I think Red Sun was really well written.
I do think
I
Red
think it was
Sun-
Alan. Was Alan Moore in Red Sun? It seems like an Alan Moore thing.
I don't
I'm
think
probably
it was-
way off
I
base.
don't think it was Alan Moore, but anyway, it was. I see what you say.
I do
I don't
like
think
in
any more
the
movies, really,
movie.
Caleb.
Can you name more movies?
Yeah.
Well,
I
the
do
Tekken games were in the movies. They were horrible movies though.
Yeah, but
Oh, the Street Fighter movie.
That's a Street Fighter movie.
Of course.
John, not Claude Van Damme?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
That's a classic.
Okay. Not Dead or Alive. Street Fighter is a guilty pleasure for me. I do feel bad about liking that
Of course you do.
Yes.
So my question is, so people decided to make movies off of video games. Why the fuck did they go for the fighting video games first?
because fighting video games don't come packaged with a plot, so they
Yeah.
can kind of do whatever they want with the plot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's so many video games where all you have to do is just recreate what they give you.
Yeah, but studios don't, especially in the 90s and early 2000s, studios didn't want you to do that. They wanted you to make something marketable. So you take something like Dead or Alive or Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, where the plot's basically non-existent. You can kind of put in whatever plot elements you want. You can
just
throw in a random love triangle. You know, you can have Jean-Claude Van Damme as
But-
an American Marine.
But the product was already marketable. If it wasn't marketable, they wouldn't have wanted you to make a movie of it.
Yeah, but studios are stupid, Josh.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. I
And
mean,
producers are extremely arrogant.
and usually snorting cocaine. Oh, no, that was the humans. I guess it's still.
No,
it's still
it's still a thing.
works,
Don't-
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
still a
don't-
thing.
Don't worry, cocaine is non-generational, Josh.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We're doing cocaine.
We're not talking about coke, yeah. Okay.
I'm Rockstar the Rock and Roll Clown, and I do cocaine.
Yeah, Candyman. Yeah.
Have a Coke and a smile.
It's about drugs, right? Yeah.
The song is
Yeah.
by Sixto Rodriguez, I believe.
The Candyman.
Oh no, different one.
You want to know
Candy
something?
Man.
You want to know something that's
Oh no, that's Sugar Man.
Extremely-
My bad. Damn, I'm way off tonight.
extremely stupid that I just realized?
Me?
Well, Candyman,
Uh.
the picture that they had,
Mm.
until just now, I thought from the way they had his hook and thing positioned
Uh-huh.
that he had one of those giant, stupidly giant handguns.
Oh!
And I know Candyman well enough to know his weapon is a freaking hook.
And bees.
My God.
Bees, yeah.
But
Not
until
bees.
just then, whenever I saw that
that
Candyman
You thought
picture,
he was holding a fucking God killer?
yes, I couldn't see anything except for some giant golf handgun. But I finally was able to see the hook.
Excuse me, sorry. And with that, I think we'll end this discussion, and it'll be a different video for you guys, but in a few seconds we'll start the next one.
Okay.
Nice segue, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, Josh, you got a segue? Where?
I'm not that much of a rich asshole.
My problem is I can't buy a Segway because I would just stop walking. I would just never walk again if I hadn't owned a Segway.
Actually, get like all train towers.
I am Magneto, master of magnet.
It looks like I'm not going upstairs ever again.
Dude, there's one superpower I would ever want is probably teleportation. So I just be like, nah, I'm not walking anywhere. Fuck cars.
Rants or die.
Aye.
Teleportation would be an awesome superpower.
It would be.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
So long.
Bye.